Interesting facts about hagfish. These frightening creatures defend themselves with slime and chow down on animal carcasses. Hagfish are widely considered the most disgusting animals in the ocean, if not on Earth. The eel-shaped creatures use 4 pairs of thin sensory tentacles surrounding their mouths to find food, including carcasses of much larger animals. Once they find their meal, they bury into it face first to bore a tunnel deep into its flesh. Despite the fact that they seem repulsive, they are undoubtedly unique, and just because animals are disgusting to human sensibilities doesn't mean they don't deserve our attention and protection. That is the message behind Hagfish Day, which occurs every year on the 3rd Wednesday of October, that we can find beauty in the ugly and protect all ocean animals. The estimated 76 species of hagfishes live in cold waters around the world, from shallow to as deep as 5,500 feet, nearly 1,700 meters. Hagfish can go months without food. Hagfish can absorb nutrients straight through their skin. They are sometimes called slime eels, but they are not eels. They are in the class Agnatha, designated for fish without jaws. Although they are jawless, hagfish have 2 rows of tooth-like structures made of keratin that they use to burrow deep into carcasses. They can also bite off chunks of food. While eating carrion or live prey, they tie their tails into knots to generate torque and increase the force of their bites. No one is sure whether hagfish belong to their own group of animals, filling the gap between invertebrates and vertebrates, or if they are more closely related to vertebrates. The only known fossil hagfish, from 300 million years ago, looks very much like a modern hagfish, leading some scientists to speculate that it has changed little since then. It's an indication, not that they've stalemated and are not evolving, but that they have arrived at a body plan that is still very successful today, says Tom Monroe, a fish zoologist at the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History. To ward off predators and other fish trying to steal their meals, hagfish produce slime. When harassed, glands lining their bodies secrete stringy proteins that, upon contact with seawater, expand into the transparent, sticky substance. According to common hagfish mythology, they can fill a 5-gallon bucket with the stuff in mere minutes. This slime gives hagfish a slippery exit when attacked by predators. A larger fish looking for a meal instead gets a mouthful of slime, while the hagfish can slide away. To prevent choking on its own slime, a hagfish can sneeze out its slime-filled nostril, and tie its body into a knot to keep the slime from dripping onto its face. Although their eating habits seem disgusting, hagfish help clean and recycle dead animals from the seafloor. They also serve as a food source for fish, seabirds and seals, at least those that can make it through the slime. Not only are hagfishes jawless, but they are also boneless. They have a skull made of cartilage, but no vertebrae. Hagfish are threatened from both intentional fishing and unintentional bycatch. Hagfish weren't always fished, but because several more preferable fish species are overfished and hard to catch, fishermen have moved down to catching hagfish. The largest hagfish, Eptitretus goliath, can grow to more than 4 feet, while the smallest species reach only several inches long. Hagfish are scaleless with soft skin. The skin of the hagfish has been described as covering its body like a loosely fitting sock. Colors vary with the species, and range from pink to blue-gray. They have 4 hearts. Hagfish have a primitive circulatory system that has 4 hearts, one serves as the main pump, while the other 3 serve as accessory pumps. They breathe through their nose and skin. Hagfish take in water through their nasopharyngeal duct, which leads to their pharynx and gill pouches. Different species have between 5 and 15 pairs of gills. Hagfish also have a well-developed network of capillaries in their skin, which might allow them to breathe through their skin when buried in mud. Hagfish can't see well, but have other sharp senses. Hagfish don't have compound eyes that can resolve images, but instead possess simple eye spots that can detect light. In some species, the eye spots are covered by skin. Hagfish depend on their well-developed senses of smell and touch to navigate and find food. They have several pairs of barbels, sensing tentacles, around their mouths and single nostril on the top of their heads. Their skeleton is made up entirely of cartilage. Hagfish slime could be the fiber of the future. Hagfish slime contains tens of thousands of very thin, 100 times smaller than a human hair, protein threads. The threads are extremely strong, and when stretched and dried out they resemble spider silk. Like spider silk, scientists think hagfish slime could be woven together to produce super-strong fabrics. Potentially, hagfish slime could be used to create material with the strength of nylon or plastic, and applications range from bulletproof vests to artificial tissues.